Hello gamers, welcome back to the Armbar Arcade. It's your boy AJ, it's your Team Armbar M Sport, and we are back at it on Dirt 4 on the Xbox One, and we return to the World RX Championship. We enter into round 4 of 5, the penultimate round. We are leading the championship, 3 straight wins against the run of form. Nobody gave us just a hope in a prayer of hell, in a chance, no chance in hell of a prayer of doing this, and we have done that. So yeah, I've just said a load of words that made no sense whatsoever. Anyway, I need tea, and we need to set our car up, and we are going to actually bump up the difficulty settings for this final 2 rounds. There's not really much. It's mostly, I mean, we can't change the AI difficulty. That's at max difficulty at the moment anyway. But we can tinker around with some of the driving aids though, so we might just fiddle around with some of it. I don't know what time control braking is, but I may turn that off. Let's see. Anti-lock braking, a little bit. Yeah, there's some things we can play around here. We can turn off exterior cameras. That adds a little bit to the difficulty bonus in the bottom right there. And do you know what? Like, I know we're underdogs, but we have won the first 3 rounds. Like, I don't know how that's happened, but it has. So we may as well make things a little bit trickier for ourselves going to the final rounds. Like I say, we can't really change the AI at all. So, we can just make things slightly more awkward for ourselves. So let's do that. Also, making things a little bit more awkward for ourselves anyway is the fact we're racing at Holjes, which is my worst track. Oh, we've got to hold the handbrake. This is now back to the Dirt Rally system. And here we go now. And that was a terrible start. We are shuffling through the cameras. There is 2. That is it. So we're going to stay in cockpit cam, helmet cam, FNAR. Well, where am I going? I think I just shoved someone into the Joker. Sorry, Markland. If you didn't want to do the Joker on the first lap, you have now. I just got... Oh my god, Chitri's banging. Where am I going? What is this? Are we all drunk? Go home, everybody. You're all drunk. Clearly, we actually went for a coffee earlier this morning, and it was actually margaritas. But anyway, we've taken the Joker. We lost. And everybody except Rennie and Munich has taken the Joker. The Joker is not too much of a loss of time on this lap. I'm just terrible at this track. This is easily the track I'm weakest at. In fact, the 2 tracks that I am weakest at in the entire championship are the last 2 rounds on the calendar. So I'm quite glad that I've got all the wins in the bank already. I'm going to need them. No one Joker in this time. Munich kind of couldn't because Chitrit was in the way in the Mini. In that massive Mini. It shouldn't really be called a Mini then because it's... Oh my god, it's massive. And he's using it to shoulder charge. Munich ends up... Oh my... Chitrit, what are you doing? He's still blithering. He threw the block on Munich. Can you get out of the way? What is this blithering idiot? I'm bump drafting. Oh! Bump drafting him past Markland, who was going nowhere. This first heat is absolute anarchy. Is everyone half asleep? Seriously, what is going on? I'm power sliding. Oh, up the inside. Nice. Sneaking up the inside of Markland. Where's Chitri going? He's flobbling around in the middle of the track. Markland's punted us. And now we've punted Chitrit. We're mounting the rumble strips. Munich's in the Joker. And I think he's just proving the fact you don't really lose much time in the Joker here. He's somewhere off to our right. No, we're in front of him just a bit. I don't know where we're going. We've just gone round the outside of that Marshall stand. I'm just making a whole new lap for myself at this point. I've just done an extra Joker that wasn't even a Joker lap. Neil Cole is very confused now in the spot stand. It's just a stupid race so far. I have no idea what's happened. Can somebody restore some order in this race? Because I have not got the faintest idea what's going on. Except that I am now at the inside of Chitri and trying to make a move for 3rd place that I have completed. Oh my god, now what's happening? I've got the run on everyone. Oh! Mounted the rumble strip, bounced off of Markland. We're back to the car pinball shenanigans. I nearly went into the Joker again. We crashed into Markland in midair. We've after-touched into him. This is now Burnout 3 Rallycross Edition. Now I'm off over here. I'm clearly a big fan of Cooper tyres. I really do not understand what is going on at all. I don't know what... My driving is shit. Everyone else is not much better. And we're 4th. We've still got a chance of not finishing last. Says a lot. So Chitrit is there. There's a pain train up in front of us. Munich's trying to hold off the field. Around the outside of Chitrit. Up there. Oh, at the inside. We've dive-bombed everybody. And we're off over there. We're going to be last. Well, that was absolutely deserved. That was the shittest dive bomb ever. I went to dive bomb city and flew out the other side of it again. What was the derpiest first heat of the entire championship so far? We qualify 6th in the end, though. So 6th overall after round 1. That's not too bad. It's better than anything worse than 12th. So what we've also got to pay attention to here are our two main championship rivals, which are Peter Solberg and Andreas Backrud. Surprisingly, Loeb is not as much in... no, is Loeb in contention? I can't remember. I seem to remember that it was... Well, Backrud's in our heats this time around, but I seem to remember it was it was 2 out of the 3 from Solberg, Loeb, and or Backrud who are our main championship rivals. So we've got to watch out for them. If this is going to be our weakest round, this may be where they try and profit. So why am I going in the graphics menu? I have no idea. Let's have a look at the difficulty settings again. We have the exterior cameras on. We turned everything else off. Let's turn exterior cameras... Make up your mind. Are we leaving them off? We're not turning launch control back on. That was quite nice, actually. Let's actually drop the anti-lock braking system to slightly less than where we were at. Yeah, we're taking that down 1. And that's that, really. Have we allowed... I got lost there. Have we allowed external cameras again? I don't know. Anyway, let's get on to round 2 of qualifying and hope we can do slightly better than the last round. Except we're in a heat with much more talented drivers now. Oh, dear. And our factory teammate is alongside, who is also now a championship rival. Oh dear, take a deep breath. Let's hope this one goes a little bit better than the first round. Our start was just as terrible. I actually belched right then as I start, and I think that was a summary of just how bad that start was. I've nearly driven Markland into an Armco barrier. I'm now sliding around the Joker. That was about the wall, where am I going? I've had to completely shortcut. Oh my god, where am I going now? Hi marshals, how you doing, guys? I've just taken my own stop-go penalty there for completely accidentally cutting an entire corner off the track. If they do penalise me, I will understand, although I did, as I say, gave myself a sort of self-time penalty there. They must work it out on a delta system, like, if they work out that you gained some time off of it, they will obviously penalise you. Where the fuck am I going? I think it's safe to say I haven't gained any advantage at all. I've pissed all that advantage down the drain. I don't understand what's... I have not woken up yet. Now, where am I going? I mean, I'm terrible at this track, but I'm also terrible in general this round. Is this a very British thing? I've noticed in British sports... I'm off over here again. I love those signs. I just really want to check them out. I want to say hi to those marshals as well. Hi! They're just there, just like... Oh, it's AJ coming over to say hi to us, and it's just like, hello! So I drive past and nearly crash into them every time. But hello! We have some prey. We have Marklands. We may still not finish last. And his door's hanging open for some reason. It's been that sort of event so far. And, whoa, hello! Up the inside! That was a bit too much on the inside. He's back on the outside again. Round the rumble strips. He's not Joker. He's back up. Ow! He's back in front, but not for much long. He's chopped our nose off. That was a bit rude there, sir. Get out of him. Get out of him. Come on. Come on. Let's do this. Let's have a proper battle. So far, we've just sort of been derping around, wondering how cars work, because we've all completely been hit on the head with, like, frying pans, bottom style. But we are back through. We have made an overtake on someone and not immediately crashed off into neighbouring Norway. I may have got my geography completely wrong on that one. So, round the inside of the final corner, we are ahead of Markland now. He's been absolutely left behind, but we are miles behind from Nitish. That first corner, you've got to be careful. You've got to try and hit the rumble strip at the right point where you don't go full Dukes of Hazzard stunt driving on it. We are about 4 seconds down the road from Nitish. We can see him up the road there. I don't think we'll improve our position. What should be noted as well is that Backward is curb stomping the field in this heat. I have a feeling he's seen our blithering ineptitude and he's like, hello, I can take some points out of this guy. Maybe make this championship interesting. Yeah, I've decided to return to my previous level of talent. Obviously, I was bluffing the first 3 rounds. I was like, I somehow got Peter Solberg's legs and arms and reactions, and I used it to good advantage. Don't get me wrong, but now
you've been given a time penalty for exceeding 20 minutes.
How have I been penalised for that? Why does this track hate me? Why does this track hate? We're not even in the qualifying position now. What is this? Although it makes me feel better that Loeb's lost. What the bloody hell is this? We got penalised here earlier in this bloody career mode. This track hates us. What have we done to you, Sweden? I like Sweden. Oh, we're actually 10th overall, but still. Nervous times. Bearing in mind, only the top 12 go through. We're in 10th, having had 2 absolutely atrocious qualifying legs. We're now down in the bottom heat again. And somehow we've still found Loeb in there, because he's been even worse somehow. Makes me feel a little bit better if someone as great as Sebastian Loeb can have an atrocious round as well. Is this like the Twilight Zone? Is Holjes actually the Twilight Zone? We've been to hell already. Are we now in the Bermuda Triangle? We go in here and everyone just loses their talent. It's like opposite day in here. Right, we're re-allowing exterior cameras. Leave everything else off, because I'm okay with that. Like, the launch control stuff's fine. I did that in Dirt Rally. I'm just gonna have to, you know, get used to it all over again. But we'll allow exterior cameras again. Mainly because I think it looks better on the recording as well. I like having the exterior third-person cameras. Ah, that's better. I can see my car again. Markland, we've somehow been in the same heat as him the whole time. Kevin Hansen and Sebastian Loeb off to my left. Let's bring the noise! Yeah, no, seriously, let's bring the noise now. I think we have to, for the sake of our championship. 3 wide into the first corner, that's a legit strategy. And straight into the Joker. Well, as much as Holjes clearly hates us, at least we haven't had any Joker shenanigans. Yet. Long pause after that, because knowing this track, it could fuck us up. Oh, did get banged, Markland? Oh, I'm drifting around the outside of... Oh, no, I didn't pass you around. Oh, yes, I have. Just take the L, take a massive L, and just hold it for the rest of this race, will you? Meanwhile, Whoa! Speaking of holding L's, it probably should be me that's holding the L right now. My God, what is going on? Markland's back up the inside. You probably deserve that, to be honest. I'm just ramming Markland down the straight now. This is just full-on dirt mode so far. Dirt Rally. We are not playing Dirt 4 today, we're playing Dirt 4. Get out the way! Markland is just the slowest thing in Scandinavia right now. Whereas I'm the stupidest thing in Scandinavia right now. The crowd's just all sitting over there via protesting me like, the fuck is this noob? How is he leading the championship? I don't know. Right, let's redeem ourselves and make a pass, which we have done. We have done that. Yay, we did a pass. We did a pass. I need like an achievement, like a participation trophy after this. It's so bad. Although, second place Kevin Hansen is there and he hasn't joked yet. Right, let's pull ourselves together here, damn it. We are leading the championship for good reason. We are the best team out here. No matter how wayward my driving is. But it was that wayward aggression that's put me in the championship lead, and it's now put me past Kevin Hansen. Except I'm now fucked off to Narnia at that corner again. I'll have to say hello to the stewards again. Or maybe, given the amount of penalties they've levied towards me, maybe the reason I'm going so close to the steward stand every time, I'm just flipping them off every time. I'm just like, fuck you. Just flipping them off and just drive it like that Mr. Bean gif. Just waving middle fingers at them. Anyway, we are past Kevin Hansen in amongst our sweary tirade. So we may get second in this heat, and to be honest, we need to focus on our time now, so we need to just, like, steady on, Neil. So you're asking us to find yet another 4 seconds at my worst track on the calendar? Really? Although, I'm not much better at Loiac. I'm really not. I am atrocious at Loiac as well, so... This championship's not over yet, not by a long chalk, but if we can get some sort of good result out of this one, we'll leave ourselves in a very good position going into the final round. Loeb has fucked off. Loeb is officially... if I'm in Sweden, he is now in Belgium. That's how far ahead he is. He is somewhere in the south of Spain right now. That's how far ahead he is. But we don't write... In fact, we've taken a half second out of him on the final lap. But it won't matter. We'll finish second, and we've got to focus on getting a better time, which we have. That was a much better time.
Nice drive. You did great.
Thank you. Neil has given us a compliment for the first time in the entire event. I think it's the first one we actually deserved. 4th. Much better. Much, much better. That was 4th after that round, so that's a lot better. And we really needed that. Up to 6th in qualifying now. We have lifted ourselves away from the drop zone, as is Sebastian Loeb as well. Petter Solberg is in the drop zone, guys. What the... Is this like Russian roulette? Like, one of the top 4 in the championship has to be eliminated in qualifying. It would look like me at one point. Sebastian Loeb was last. Now Solberg's in there. Backerid's managed to avoid the whole thing. Man, this is crazy. This whole event has just been absolutely just pants on head dirt mode so far. Can we survive the final round of qualifying and make it to the knockout stages? That's all we need. That's literally all we need right now. I'm going to take a sip of tea. I need that right now. Oh, and that's good tea. Even if I do say so myself. Right. Amricom, Munich, Timizanov and Loeb once again off to our right. Here we go. Last qualifying event. Let's make it a good one. And away we go. Level start. Our starts have got a lot better, it has to be said. I'm getting my eye back in. I'm in the lead come the first turn. That probably won't last very long, especially with Loeb in the house. And then round the Joker. We are still in the lead. No, we're not. Just at the point I was like, oh, we might be leading. I was like, no, we're not. And that's punted Timizanov in just rage. Okay, I'll let you through there. Whoa! Steady on, Munich. I wasn't letting you through. Get out the way. Whoa! We nearly crashed in a straight line. Blimey, Charlie. Steady on. It's only the first lap. We can still be patient here. I know rallycross races are short, but we've still got to be patient here. Round the final turn, and we are shadowing Timizanov. Oh! Munich is dive-bombing us. He's using our own moves against us. You don't get to do that outside of the clock. Oh! Where am I going? I'm in the Joker again. I've taken another Joker, for fuck's sake. What is going on? And I've been passed by... I know, Neil. I know I only have to take one Joker. You didn't even tell me to take another Joker just to be a prankster. Just to grief me. And now where am we going? Oh my god. What has happened? What has happened? My hands have suddenly been replaced with Nay's hands. If you're watching this, Nay, I'm sorry. You haven't made your worse at racing games than me. Oh, Loeb, we get some real airtime there, and he nearly dive-bombed Timizanov straight out of it. Excuse me, Munich. Excuse me, can you not dive-bomb me every corner? Get off me. Can you stop bang? Oh, can we stop doing that at the first corner? Where am I going? And yep, that's enough to have avoided a penalty. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, it's getting worse. Things are going bad. More poo shooting out. Well, somehow we've repassed Munich in all of that. I have not got the faintest idea how we've done that. This is officially the goofiest event so far in the career mode yet. And I'm including in that the amount of times Neil Cole completely lost track of what was... Now where the fuck are we going? Completely lost track of where we were going and forgot we'd taken a Joker already. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Right, we're on the last lap anyway. We're not last. Oh, come... Ow! Can we stop doing this? Can we really stop doing this? Can we really, relearn how to take the first corner? Oh, and now we've hit this barrier as well. What the absolute blithering stupidity. Munich's repassed us. Bloody hell, we don't deserve to qualify from this event, do we? Well, we are still in contention of not finishing last, so at least we can try and do that. Get out of the way. Yeah, I am trying to compose myself, Neil. It's not working. Anyway, we just need a good final two corners. Yeah, that's literally all we need. I say that like that's the easiest thing in the world. We've not found that very easy to come by. Well, stick on the inside, stick on the inside, stick on the inside. Yeah, there we go. Avoided the dive bomb from Munich. Weirdly, that was still faster than both our first heat times. Neil Cole is happy with... Oh! Got some punches after the bell there. After the stoppage from Munich there. He was angry at us. To be honest, I don't blame him. We just spent the whole race crashing into him. That's basically the story of our whole championship. But we were 5th in that heat overall, so that should see us through safely into the knockout stages, which it does. That's very nice. I'm wondering if... I wonder if Solberg got out of there. So we got Baccarin 2nd overall, Loeb 4th, me 5th. Well, there's your top 12. I don't see Solberg in it. Oh, that makes me feel better for having a shit round. Somehow, Solberg has had an even worse one. But we can't stay too complacent, because Baccarin and Loeb are also within sniffing distance of the championship. And so far, finished the event in at least 6th. Repco, I'm not making any promises. Ilunix finished the event with less than 3 major collisions. We're already on 2. Deary me. Right, okay. Baccarin and Solb are in the same... Solberg... No. Solb? I just combined Solberg and Loeb into the same person. Solb. Solberg was DQ'd. Wow, okay. Well, that's opened the championship up even further. I think as long as we make the final, we can consider this a half-decent event. Considering that Solberg has fallen on his sword spectacularly, we can still consider this a half-decent event. Let's have a look at the difficulty settings one more time. We turn off exterior cameras again? I think so. Yeah, we take that risk. It's ambitious. I don't know where this hubris has come from. It's not warranted, I can tell you that. But anyway, we start 2nd row for the semi-final. Remember, we just need to finish 3rd or better, and we're in the finals. Hansen, Nicic and Eriksson are behind us. Munich and Timizanov in front of us. 2 of our fiercest rivals across the competition. And here we go now. That was another good start. Very good start, actually. I'm happy with that. Timizanov still on the inside. We've got to be careful. And that's okay. Munich's door appears to be hanging open. Don't know how that's happened. But that's a good Joker. That's a good Joker, except for the bit where I crashed. And we come out in 4th. And that's with... Ow! That's for Timizanov and Hansen having not Jokered yet. We've got to play this thing tactically. In fact, both of the Munich Motorsport Seats are in this race. Up the inside of Timizanov, back into the safe positions. In fact, we're going to go past Munich as well. Yes! Yes! Here we go. Is the actually good AJ that we saw in the first 3 rounds coming back? I hope so. I'm done with being crap. I'm done with being rubbish. There's only so much jokes I can make self-deprecating my own complete lack of talent, which I'm sure will come up later in the race, but we'll see. But for now, we are in second and chasing down Timmy Hansen. So if we can get a win, that'd be really... We haven't won a single race so far this afternoon. Whoa! We're not going to do it taking lines like that through the corners. Hi, stewards. Oh, we've lost position again. We're just not very good at this track. This track hates us. We're being humiliated. Anyway, we are now back down in third. Got to be careful here. Munich is sniffing a chance to eliminate us from the event altogether. We're not going to give him the satisfaction, though, are we? Are we, Timizanov? Are we? Because we're about to pass you. Yes. Neither of the front two have joked yet, but like I say, it's weird. The Joker in this track doesn't really take much of a disadvantage way. If anything, it's slightly faster, because once you get around the chicane bit, it's just a straight run, whereas guys are still, like, we're still navigating that little right turn over crest. It's literally a right turn over crest. I'm your sneaky grist voice. I'm a little bit undecided as to what I do after the Rallycross Championship. I might do a few more events on Dirt Rally. I might wrap up the series there. Let me know what you think, if you want to start a new series, and what that series should be. I've got a few ideas on deck. Meanwhile, I've also got a second place on deck, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, past Timizanov now. He is right there, though. Look at him. He's filling our mirrors. He's disgusted that such an untalented individual is ahead of us. Jesus! He was up the inside when there was no room there. That was a very the NASCAR the game AI move there. Whoa, and he's getting aggressive here. He is getting aggressive, mainly because look at that, Nitish is right behind him, so oh god, we've totally goofed that corner again. Fuck, we're out of the qualifying spots. Why do we keep doing this? Literally, the whole story of this event has been 2 steps forward, 3 back into the gutter, with all the vomit from last night's clubbers. But those two in front of us are battling. Can we take our chance? We've got 2 laps to go. We've got to stay calm here. Somehow, we're having our worst event of the... Ow! That's not the way to stay calm, AJ. Just completely dive-bombing the shit out of Timizanov, who's straight back up the inside, but he can't do it. We're in third. Now, we've got to lock this shit down, which we probably won't. We'll probably just leave the back door wide open with the goal. Many poos. Many poos come out my anal there. That was nearly a rerun of that crash from the last round, except this time involving us. Timizanov has taken his joker. Everyone's now jokered. We cannot now rely on that. We have got a precious gap of about a second on Timizanov, and we're now moving past Nitish. Yes, this is better. I feel a little bit more confident now. Timmy Hansen's fucked off. He's now basically in Iceland at this point. The landmass rather than the store. He's just popped to the local Iceland for some chicken nuggets. He probably could do that and still come back and be in the lead of this race. Right, last lap. Come on, let's focus. Come on, let's do this. Just one lap where I'm not shit. That's all I ask. All I ask of you. Right, halfway around the final lap. Come on. Got a little gap over Nitish. This is genuinely tense right now. Got a little gap over Nitish, and then Timizanov is a further second back from him. Just 2 more corners. Come on. 2 more corners. 2 more corners to go. Come on. One more corner, and we're in our 4th straight final. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I'll tell you what.
You should be very happy with that. Job well done.
I am, Neil. I am. Considering how absolutely atrocious we've been so far in this event, I am very happy with that. We are through, and Loeb is eliminated. Loeb is out. He got penalised. That's massive for the championship. Backerud is through, though. So, into the grand final once more. Can we somehow take a 4th win from... No. We're not winning this race. That'd be stupid. But as long as we can still get like a podium or something, I'll be happy with that. Like I say, this is easily my worst track on the calendar, as I think you may have guessed. So if we can get out of here with a decent points haul and go to the final round with a decent cushion in the championship, we can consider this a successful event. Let's have some tea. I'm going to need it. We're going to need all the tea in this final round. Our old friend Markland's there, as his Backerud in the factory Ford. And Nitish, he made it through from the last round as well. Lots of slurping going on right now. Repairs are also going on. My team's still fueled by freshly brewed tea and freshly cooked bacon. We are literally fueled by bacon. Why we're not sponsored by Smithfield Foods, I have no idea. We really should be. Here we go then. Deep breath. Come on, car. We can do this. I've let you down badly so far in this event. I just need you to perform for me one more time. I promise I'll try and not be as shit as I have been. Alright, we're on the second row.
Ready to race.
Dave Genet off to our left. Markland and Hansen right. Can we just shoot straight through the middle? Let's see. For the final time in this event, let's bring it. Oh, shit. Wow. Oh, can we get a good enough start that we can shoot through that? Nope, let's just fucking stay parked on the line until someone hands us a handwritten memo that the lights have changed to green. Fucking hell, that was the worst start yet. Bloody hell, we're not winning this, are we? Anyway, we have jokered. We are still in touch with the pack. It's the useful thing, like I've said before, taking the joker on the first lap. Everyone else kind of trips over each other. And it means you can pick up positions. If you're hoping to do with Markland here. Let's see here. Can we? And he is right behind David Genet. Ow. I mean, there was a dive bomb there. And then there wasn't. And I still tried to dive bomb anyway. So it's got a really good run out of that corner. The car accelerates so well. Now where the fuck are we going? Ow. We've just been T-boned by Markland. Markland really does hate us now. And I don't blame him, to be honest. There he is behind us. Like, why is this blithering idiot? What is he doing? And, oh god, there is some sort of weird noise now being made. My car is now making a weird noise. Please survive to the end of the race. I beg of you. Ow! Blimey, we just panelled. Oh, what is that noise? Some horrible grinding noise. Oh, god. It's whenever we brake, so I wonder if we've, like, smashed a brake rotor or something. Wouldn't surprise me with the force of the impact we've had. Oh, dear. That is a horrible noise. Does that noise reflect our chances for this race? I hope not. We are still in contention for at least a podium. There's Nitish up ahead. Can we get past... No, why do we keep doing this? Ow! Why the bloody hell do we have such an obsession with that sign? Oh, now where are we going? Oh, dearie me. Oh my god, just get me out. I just want to go to the airport now. I just want this race to be over. I will drive my car straight to the airport. Get me the fuck into... Ow! We're now being door slammed by Genet. I can... That's one thing I can still do. Yeah, I'll muscle you out, fool. Get bang, sir. Yeah, I'm well aware I'm fighting for fourth position. I'm there. I'm living it, mate. I know. I was there. Oh, you're fighting for fourth position, mate. I know. I'm there. Right. There's Nitish up ahead. Now, if we can just avoid turning left there instead of right. It's like I keep thinking this course turns left when it very obviously doesn't. Genet is still lurking. Markland, we've kind of dropped him for the moment. Can we pass Nish for a podium? That'll be, you know, if we still get a podium out of this event, that will feel like a victory, to be honest. We really will have escaped with just... We'll have just stolen the points, to be honest. We'll have just cashed in a Money in the Bank briefcase and somehow still got points out of this event. In spite of losing the entire time. Right. Come on, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. We're behind Nitish. Baccarat has just fucked off into the sunset. He is actually now over in Spain now. He's actually already in France for the final round. Timmy Hansen's in second. I don't think we're catching any of them, but we are in touching distance of Nitish for a podium. Does look very unlikely this entire event, and still looks unlikely, given I'm crashing in basically a straight line. Now, one turn here. Can we set him up for the dive bomb at the final corner? Probably not this lap, but maybe the final one. It's going to have to be the final one, in fact. Here we go. Last lap. Last lap of Holjes, and then I never have to see this track ever again, ever in my career, ever. Thank Freach for that. Come on, right behind Nitish, come on. Now, next corner, it goes left then right, not left then left again. We've remembered that. Good. Now over the hill, come on. Now, we've got a chance here, but he is protected, we're too far back. Can we get up the inside, can we get up the inside? We've got the drive off the corner, we've got the drive off the corner. He is blocking us, he's defending hard, squeezing us out to the wall. Right, if we want to play it that way, can we look up the inside here? Maybe not. Right, it's going to have to be it. It's going to be like Linden Hill all over again. Big dive bomb with the final corner, but he has blocked the final corner, and in fact, we didn't even manage the dive bomb. So, that was a bit of an anticlimax, and we finished fourth. So,
all right, put it behind you.
Yes, I am, Neil. I'm just going to go over to the bar now and get drunk and put this entire event behind us. So, we finished fourth in the end, and I think Baccarat won the event. So the key question now is what the hell the championship looks like after this round. We won the first 3 rounds, but now we're in fourth. We are now... That is a 18-point lead we hold over Andreas Baccarat, who won this event. Loeb's in third. Nitish is in fourth. Solberg's not even close. Solberg's down in 15th in the championship. I don't know why I thought he was a contender. But Loeb and Baccarat are our main championship rivals going into the final round at Loiac. We still managed to get out of Holjes, our worst round, with an 18-point lead. And I think that basically means, as long as we make the final at the next event, we are the champions. Thankfully, because if we have another event this bad, we're going to need that cushion. But I tell you what, it's all tension from here on in. And, well, our sponsors aren't going to be very happy with that. Oh, no, NGK are. And so are Riger. And so are Repco. They're still happy. I've got supportive sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. You're cool. You're cool. You've got our back. But thank you guys so much for locking in once again to Armbar Arcade Complete Dirt 4. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up. Comment down below your worst ever races in any racing game ever. They can be league races, they can be career mode, whatever. Just races where you've had an absolute dog day afternoon. And subscribe if you're new in the Armbar Arcade. And as we head off to the bar, we'll see you guys next time in the Armbar Arcade.